so happy to be alive.
Yeah, like today.
Today, that day?
That's all.
I'm very thankful to be here with you ladies.
Well,
y'all make work in the morning so easy.
I think that's the nicest thing I've ever heard on this couch.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not going to lie. I do want to go back to bed at some point.
Cam Cox, our sports guy, here with us this morning,
What's up,
filling in
guys?
for Sicky Paul Gerke. We hope he feels better. He should be back by Monday,
He's
so
sick.
fear not.
Just kidding. He is not feeling well.
It's going around.
And we don't want sick people in the office because it just makes it worse.
I'm not getting contagious anymore. It started last week.
You don't think, Dr. Ramirez?
It's just been lingering. So I went on vacation, and there were 3 other people on my vacation within my group that were sick too. And so we were coughing and sneezing and blowing our nose the whole time.
But you still had fun, though.
Yeah,
You
we
gotta
had
make
a
the most
great
of the
time.
vacation,
Went to Mexico City. I climbed a
at that.
pyramid, made a wish on the top.
That's cool.
Ate 12 grapes at midnight. So did you know in Mexico there's a tradition that you eat 12 grapes at midnight and you make 12 wishes with those grapes?
heard of that?
I did not know that.
That'll come true.
I
Do we have grapes here?
Why grapes?
No,
Did
we
they
have
say
wine in the
I'm
back.
not sure, but all I know is that everywhere you went, like every party, people had little cups of grapes around.
So I've
so
heard that
fun.
for black-eyed peas, that those are good luck, too. That some people eat black-eyed peas on New Year's
There's a
Day.
meme going around online that says black eyed peas have been a lie.
Oh, well, that makes a lot more sense.
Try the grapes next time then.
I'm referring to year
Tastes
2012 to be specific. Not a good year for Rachel. Anyways, you know it's going to be a good after show when we're talking about UFOs. Are they real? Aren't they? So on and so forth. How did we get here? The strange sightings in the sky are nothing new to the Valley, right? We've heard reports of these. They go crazy on social media.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to talk about this stuff because there's been a lot of weird objects reported. And it might just surprise you. Last year, 221 to be exact, had been reported here in Arizona, and people describing everything from discs to triangles, lights, fireballs lasting anywhere from seconds to more than an hour. So this morning on Today in AZ, we were asking you guys if UFOs are worth investigating or UFO sightings, and the majority of you said yes all morning. What do you guys think?
So I've thought about this more and more, and I guess if somebody feels unsafe about something that they're seeing in the sky, that they should raise concerns about something to authorities, I think maybe you have a valid argument there. Like if you see something that's out of the ordinary,
Or seems
and
closer.
whatever. I mean, whatever it could be. Hey, that doesn't look right. I don't see anything wrong with reporting that to authorities and having them investigate that.
We want to know what you guys think out there. I've never personally seen something in the sky and thought,
Oh my
what
gosh,
is that?
like what is that? Yeah.
You
Wait,
know.
can you guys hear us? Somebody said there's no audio.
No.
Vinny, can you hear us now?
Use your imagination.
Hey, Vinny.
wanna make sure.
Is it, turn up the phone.
If
I
there's
hear
a
it
problem.
Turn
on my
up-
phone
Okay.
anyway.
Turn up
And Brian said, who's the new guy?
So
That
that
is,
is
we just talked about it. It's Cam Cox. He's our sports guy.
What's up, Brian?
He's usually not on until 2 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
or later.
We're usually in the afternoon. Come check us out.
Yes.
5, 6, and 10.
We're just
and
filling
Sunday
in.
nights at 10:30. 12
You know,
Sports
around
Night.
the holidays.
Okay, Jennifer said she can hear us, so we're good to go.
Okay, good. So we're asking everybody what they think. Come on, really? Just because something is unidentified does not equate to an alien spacecraft.
Oh, you
Fair
mean
enough from
E.T.'s
John.
not flying around Phoenix?
E.T. phone home.
By the way, that movie still scares me to this day. I cannot watch it.
Why?
I am
And
with
hold
you.
on,
It's
Paul,
creepy.
Paul is with me. Paul and I, we talked about this in length. That is one of the most terrifying movies on this planet. And how somebody came up with that movie haunted my childhood.
I think it's
What's
'cause-
terrifying about it? Yeah.
Well, I think it's just because you're so
It's
little and you
E.T.
don't know
And
if
the
that
red
stuff's real or
heart.
fake. And I think it scares you as a kid, and it just like psychologically sticks with you through adulthood. I'm with you. I cannot watch that movie.
The little character, E.T.
Yes.
scares you?
Yes, so creepy.
Paul, I'm sorry to throw you under the bus with me. I
like, I'm not even here
I
to
didn't mean to
cover it.
tell everybody that, but yeah. It's,
So when growing
this
up,
day, I
I had
can't
a
watch
little,
it.
we call monitos, but like a little stuffed animal.
Yeah.
And it was E.T. and he had his little red belly, like
Be-
a little pink
because
belly
of-
with his red finger.
because of E.T., I had to get a stuffed animal to sleep with. It gave me nightmares.
Wait, what kind of stuffed
cute.
animal?
It was a Buzz Lightyear stuffed animal.
Okay. That's cute. Do you still have it?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. My dad kept everything. I guarantee he has it in a box somewhere.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Not a lot of extraterrestrial activity on our comments here. which is
Someone
fine.
said Sedona has a lot. Oh, Laura
really?
said Sedona is a hot spot for UFOs because of the red rocks.
Oh, or
Okay.
maybe like the higher the elevation.
The vortex,
the
maybe?
closer you are to the spacecrafts.
Lucinda said, I think there's enough aliens walking around on this
And-
planet.
Seriously. You know, it's funny because we're all on our phones so often that you walk around. I mean, and it's literally, it's like zombies. Everyone's just kind of looking down and kind of moving and not
Or
really
like-
paying
or
attention
like
to
have their
anything.
headphones in.
And then they're startled by another person
that says something. You're like, hey,
Yeah, and you're like, whoa.
Have you guys
How
ever
deep
seen?
is that text conversation?
Have you seen Fire in the Sky?
No.
You guys need to, like, one
here we
night,
go.
just go. It's the best movie ever. I think it's from
Okay.
like the 90s or something. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, these guys, it came up at Heber, Arizona, and they say they were abducted by aliens.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Don't you have
god.
family
It
there?
is amazing. We have my parents have a cabin up there.
Oh,
So
okay.
my in-laws.
Yeah.
So we go up there a lot, but
Oh,
it's a great pastime. Just like good old
Have you seen
Fire in the
anything
Sky.
crazy happen while you're there?
Absolutely
No.
not. But yeah, no, I've seen a couple very strange incidents, but like they've each had an explanation. One night I was hanging out with my friends, high school. We heard this whoom in Gilbert, and this huge blue light lit up the sky. So all three of us were like, "Oh my goodness!" Well, it was a transformer that blew.
Oh, yeah.
As a teen, you
scary.
don't
you're
know
like,
what
what
that
is
is.
going on here?
That was trippy. And then something else happened a couple of months ago. I can't remember what it was, like what the reason was behind it, but the National Weather Service or somebody explained it. But anyway, we were driving and we saw a huge flashing light. And yeah, that was crazy to see too. I think it was like a satellite or something.
See, and I think if you physically see it,
Yeah.
versus, like you could tell me that 12,000 sightings had been reported,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't change anything because I haven't actually experienced it. Now, if I had actually seen something, I'd be like,
I mean,
oh, definitely.
I didn't think alien, but
where I went
it
to
was
college
still trippy.
in Portales, New Mexico, Clovis Air Force Base was right next to it. And all the time at night, the Air Force would do touch and goes at night in pitch black. And so you would see these objects. You could be walking down the
There's an
street
explanation.
and you would just see these objects pass over your head. That kind of looked a little freaky if,
Right.
if you didn't know what
If
was
you
going
didn't
on.
know.
If you didn't know that the Air Force was practicing at night in pitch dark, it would be a little weird not knowing. So I could see where some people would get there. But like I said earlier, if you feel unsafe or you feel like you need to say something, hey, say it, investigate it. We'll see what happens.
Joe said, yes, seen in Phoenix more than once. It's dumb that they always say it's a weather balloon.
I like that Jennifer says we're afraid of what we don't know. That is the absolute truth.
It's a big galaxy out there.
Yeah.
You think we're all alone?
We don't really
You think
know.
we're all alone in the galaxy?
I mean, no.
I don't
Is that a
know.
heavy question?
No, but I've never thought about what else is going on. I often think about like that like, what is it all for? Question.
Yeah.
Like do we exist, or is this a level of subconscious that maybe we just think we're all existing and we're working and we're driving, but are we really doing any
What
of
if
those
we
things?
are the
Or we all
aliens?
just
What
think
if
that
we
What
are
if
the-
we are the aliens?
Now we're
And
throwing
it's like,
I didn't even drink last night.
See, what we should do, we need to investigate the aliens in space. So let's go back to the moon. Let's go to Mars. And let's investigate them
I think
in
it's
space.
really interesting. And kudos to the people who are studying this stuff and researching it. And I hope that they do have answers for us. I don't care if we have to wait till 2050. We'll be ready.
2050. That's a while from now.
We'll be ready.
Let me see. This is messed up. We gotta find. Oh, Walter says, I fly my race drone around in hopes one of my neighbors will think it's a UFO.
I like the instigators out there.
Good
Let's
sense
see
of
if we
humor.
can freak out the neighbors.
See,
And Laura said, I'm a third-generation Phoenician. I've seen stuff here that I can't explain.
well, like what?
Tell us.
You can't just say
She
that.
can't explain.
She can't.
Oh, wait, she did say. She said, I was married on the night of the Phoenix Lights sighting. That should have told me something right there. I take it you guys aren't married.
I was going to ask beg the question. Interesting. Well, thanks for weighing in on that. We were also talking this morning on Today in AZ about the optimal temperature for sleeping. There's new research out that says 61 degrees is the best temperature for getting those Z's in overnight. Agree to disagree?
I think that's cold.
I think that's pretty chilly.
You've lived here a long time.
My whole life.
61 degrees. What would your AC bill? It'd just be through the roof. If
Well,
you did that every night,
it's all year long.
But during the
especially-
winter, so I live in a brick home, and so
You don't need to turn it on,
Yeah,
right?
I don't need to. I would just leave the heat off, and it would be 61 degrees
Right.
in there. But I think that's freezing.
Yeah.
Like I think I leave it at like during the winter at 69.
Yeah, mine's
You
about
know,
that too, which is comfortable.
Because I don't want to turn the heater on at night because it is too cold.
'Cause
Like
it-
Yeah.
it's too hot. I mean, to sleep when it turns on.
when it's on.
Yeah, but
I think the upper 60s is perfect. Like perfect weather to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only time I'm dropping the temperature that low is if I'm in a hotel and I've got like
Right, you
extra
don't have to
blanket.
pay for it.
And you're not paying for
And you
it.
walk
Yeah.
right in and you turn it down
Yeah,
right
you walk-
away.
Yeah, exactly.
You got 12 pillows,
Well, it's usually kind
8
of
blankets.
musty. You like turn it down. You're like, all right, let's get the air circulating, and then but mine's usually about 70 degrees.
Does anybody watching, do you guys keep it at 61?
There's
I
no
feel like
way.
that's so cold.
There's no way.
Yeah, and then you're right. During the summer, your
must
bill
have
would
a
be
free
sky
AC
high.
bill.
Who out there does the one leg over the covers?
Oh, yeah.
So you're like, because you're hot, so you throw the one leg out, and then in the middle of the night, you're like,
all right, put that one leg over.
it's like freezing cold again.
There's been times where I wake up like with sweat everywhere. I'm like, what is going on?
I
like,
know.
I'm just sleeping, and you're just like, I don't know what.
Said your body's like doing all these different things, obviously, as it's kind of shutting down and trying to relax, and that's what kind of heats you up or cools you down, depending on.
I think 61 is too cold, but 75 is a little too warm for
I
me.
think
Right,
65 is probably.
Yeah.
Like I think you start to feel 75 after a while. Like if it was 75 degrees in your house for
warm.
like a few hours, you'd probably wake up and you'd feel.
You'd feel it. Or like, I do a ceiling fan or a floor
Absolutely.
fan for both the noise and the circulation in the summertime. But it's easy to talk about this in the winter because none of us have to turn on the air right now. It's nice in the house. It's beautiful
Best
in the
part
house.
about living here.
How cold is it outside right now?
40s. I had to think about it for a second.
40s?
Yeah,
Oh
40s
my
in
gosh.
Phoenix, but if you're in like Goodyear or Chandler, you're in the upper 30s.
Oh,
That is cold.
Yes,
that's
cold.
You
this
definitely
morning.
need to turn on the heater for that one. You can't just let it go.
As soon as I get out of that's the hard part. So if you do have it on 61,
in the
you
morning.
get out of bed, it's like, okay, robe, slippers.
Right.
And I'm like,
Put your socks on.
Hey,
Make
listen,
sure you're all
I don't know,
long
I don't know how you guys do it every morning. Kudos to you guys for getting up on this schedule every day. But when my alarm went off at 1:45 this morning, it was like the perfect temperature in my place. I had these covers.
Yeah.
I just did not want to move.
You're like,
And
I can't wait to put on a suit.
I was sitting there looking up at the ceiling like, oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we have to get to our fresh squeezed juice
Yes.
because I love this one. So this one's giving us all the feels this morning. The daughter of Robin Williams tried out the new Disney filters on Instagram. I'm sure you guys have seen these going around. And guess who she got? Genie from Aladdin, who of course was her father. Who he
so
famously
cool.
voiced there. She tweeted the video and her response. It now has 2 million views. Excuse me. So isn't that crazy? Like
my
how
gosh.
cute is that? Like she's doing this, and it turns out to be who her dad
All
was.
the characters.
You know what's
they
crazy
are.
is Robin has been dead for a while now.
Quite
I
a
think
while.
maybe 5 years now or whatever it is. And he was so talented. He was so good. And all of us grew up on his interviews on
Tons
late
of
night
movies,
and
yeah.
all of his
Comedies
movies. I
and
just hope the
Flubber.
next generation of people
Yeah.
go to YouTube and look up anything to do with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He was just fantastic and truly an entertainer on another level. All of us will forever remember the job he did in Aladdin.
Or what, Mrs.
Mrs.
Doubtfire?
Doubtfire.
Patch Adams. I mean, you could go forever and ever on the list of movies that he made that truly changed our generation. He was just fantastic.
How sweet is that, though? Like, seriously, I would have
And when
started bawling.
she laughs, you see
the genuine
her
reaction.
dad and the reaction. But I saw her dad come out in her face so much when she started laughing. It was really
love
cool.
it.
That is amazing. So go check it out if you haven't yet. Go look it up.
All right,
Definitely a
guys.
sweet moment.
We gotta go.
Is that it?
We gotta go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going home now?
But thank you. No.
No?
No, you'll see me 12 at 12.
Oh, great. Oh, you're going to be here.
But
You
yes.
get to go home.
We hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us for the after show, and we'll see you Monday morning at 4:30 a.m. on Today in AZ. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
12
Happy
at 12
Friday.
with
12 at
Rachel
12.
Cole.
The hard 12.